What is going on, guys, and welcome into the video. Well, we are just a few days away from the next Tesla split happening, and if you remember last time, it was chaos coming into that last week, and shortly after the split happened, it was chaos too. A ton of money was made, but also some very bad things came out of it as well that everyone seems to have forgotten. So should you buy now? Should you wait until after the split, or something else altogether? Well, I will answer that question and separate fact from fiction and get you ready for all the madness. And I guess maybe we can let the ultimate Mad Bull give you his take as well. I just ask in exchange for you to gently tap that like button and consider subscribing too. It's super easy to do if you like the truth without the hype. Alright, so there is and will be a ton of excitement around the next split for Tesla stock. And I remember when it first was announced, I had to make a video in my group just to address everything involved with it because the hype train left the station just on the announcement. Now don't get me wrong, I'm excited too, but for a very different reason that I will share with you in just a minute, because I doubt you will hear any YouTuber say it or see it on the news or hear it anywhere else. It's not sexy, it doesn't get likes and clicks, but it is the reality of the situation, and for a long-term investor with the right mindset, it actually means opportunity. But let's talk about the misconceptions first, because I'm already seeing them everywhere and they are simply just not true. First, you are not receiving a dividend despite articles popping up everywhere showing it as such. That basically saying you're getting a dividend. And I know, shocking. The media misleading small investors once again. I know, it's simply shocking. The dividend is simply the vehicle to facilitate the split. You are getting no additional value or anything else. They're not preparing to give you a dividend like you get with a dividend stock, and they are not giving you bonus shares. And yes, I actually read that one out there too. In the end, it's just a stock split like last time, regardless of how they choose to execute it, which leads me to my second point. Prior to Tesla's stock split last time, I mean, we're talking, a few years ago, guys, overall in the stock market, splits were newsworthy, absolutely, but they were not portrayed as a catalyst or a major event or anything else like that. I literally, really honestly didn't pay that much attention to the split announcements, and I didn't care about them all that much prior to Tesla's split last time. But with all the hype and retail excitement, something changed when that announcement was made the very first time around for Tesla stock. I mean, it was loud. It didn't matter if I was talking about Warren Buffett in my videos. Every other comment was about Tesla split and how it was going to send Tesla to the moon, and I just didn't understand it at all. I mean, it just didn't make any sense to me. But, when Tesla runs up almost 100% on the split announcement, I had to stand up and pay attention and see what the heck was going on. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many people DM me or commented on my videos that were going all in after the split, because now somehow after a 100% run up, it was going to the moon because it was cheap again. And then it would just march right back up to the pre-split price, no problem. It would just go right back to that previous price. Obviously, that's not what happened. And honestly, it seems like almost everyone has forgotten that after that near 100% run, which was incredible, immediately upon the split happening, it fell almost back to where it started before the split announcement. It literally started cratering the next day instead of taking off to the moon like everyone thought it would after the split. And also think back to what was going on during that time frame. Tesla was in the midst of an all-time epic bull run. Legitimately, this was one of the all-time great bull runs in the history of the stock market. I mean, Elon flushing the toilet would cause the stock to move up 20%. I mean, I'm not kidding, guys. It just didn't matter what happened. Tesla was going up. It was on that kind of run. But yet the actual split caused the stock to go back down to almost back to where it started before the announcement was made. And that simply showed that Wall Street played retail like a fiddle and made a killing riding the momentum up, and then made even more money dumping it on the way back down. Splits are not catalyst events, but I expect to see many articles and videos saying something to the contrary, and yes, I expect to receive some heat in the comment section too about this, and that's okay. It kind of comes with the territory, guys. I understand. Now, I already hear others of you saying it does matter for options traders. But the truth is, it only matters to retail options traders because they make up a very small fraction of the options market. Large hedge funds who do this professionally have no issues with the capital requirements to buy lots of Tesla at $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever the heck it is per share. Now, don't get me wrong, they love seeing retail getting involved in this, but that is simply because they view them as easy targets for all the games that they want to play. And I hate the fact that this downturn has proved them right once again. I absolutely hate that. Now, as I said before, there is some evidence that splitting a stock does help the share price overall. However, it is not considered fact because there is no real way to tell how the stock would have done if it did not split in the first place. But it basically says companies that split do better than companies that don't. But the counter argument is that the company that is performing and continues to perform is going to see its price go up regardless because of the valuation. And a company that sucks tends to go down because of valuation, so why would they ever split? I mean, if anything, you see bad companies do reverse splits to try and stay listed on the exchanges. So here's the easiest way to explain how a split adds no value to the company. Apple did magically get a valuation bump 2 years ago when it split, so basically now a fair valuation of Apple is a PE of 45 because it split. But if it didn't split, its fair value would be a PE of 25, for example. That is what you are saying when you say a split matters or is a catalyst or anything else like that, and it's honestly just silly when you look at it in terms of valuation. And unfortunately, because of that run Tesla had back then, and actually Apple had a pretty good run then too, it's now seen as a catalyst by a lot of retail investors. So should you buy now or wait until after the split? Well, many of you are not going to like my answer, but it's the absolute truth on how to handle this stock split. And my simple answer is this: buy based on your plan and the valuation you see and would be happy to buy at. I bought at $640 a couple of months ago or so, not because of the split, but because I liked the valuation and the discount I was getting. I basically didn't listen to the noise at all, and I wasn't about to not buy because it might go to 420 or the S&P is going lower or this chart said this or that or this recession or whatever the heck was going on at the time. I bought based on valuation, and that is exactly how I will handle this situation too. If it drops down to my price target, I will buy more regardless if it's before or after the split or the day of the split or anything else. The split itself has no bearing on my decision, and the only person a split should matter to is a trader who is playing the sentiment and the volatility that comes after and with a split, or someone else who does not have access to fractional shares and wants to own Tesla but the share price is just too steep for now. That makes perfect sense to me. But outside of those two, buy Tesla when it makes sense based on your plan and your price targets. So what exactly am I excited about then if I don't care about the stock split? Well, Tesla is a volatile stock, no doubt about it. It's amazing given how large the market cap is, if I could talk. Anyways, it's amazing how large the market cap is and how volatile it still remains. And this stock split announcement and the actual stock split itself should add more volatility to the stock. Volatility is tough on the stomach. However, it provides wonderful short-term opportunities to add shares on the cheap like we got a couple months ago. So although it does not add any value to the stock, it may give us an opportunity, which is all that I want out of a stock, is an opportunity to buy on a big discount. That is how you, as an investor, add value to your portfolio over the long term. All right, so I know some of you didn't ask for this, but a lot of you guys did ask for this, so let's let the mad Tesla bull at it, and let's see what he has to say about all this. Over to you, Tesla bull. Once again, Luke, you proved that you are the dumbest YouTuber out there. You completely missed the point of Elon splitting the shares. Let me break it down for you Barney style, Luke, so it seeps into your empty little cranial. Tesla should be worth $1 trillion per share right now today. But the stupid apps and brokerages cannot process the numbers like that. So Elon has to split the stock so their dumb computer system can work so Tesla can get to fair valuation. That is what is holding Tesla back, along with para bears like you, Luke, and short sellers like those hyper diaper guys. Seriously, selling Tesla shares to buy a Tesla car is like humping a pillow and hoping baby Tesla bulls pop out. What the heck were those guys thinking? Buy Tesla all day, every day. Never sell and don't hump pillows